never was going to go.
It's coming here, isn't it?
What, the cloud?
Yeah, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
What do we do? Jump inside?
No.
It's going to come up here.
No. The World Trade Center didn't make it this far.
But there's people down there.
No, there's nobody down there either. They cleared the street. See, that's why they didn't try and put that fire out.
Yeah, all this dust shots should be contained actually in the outer shell of this building before anything happens. So if these things work, what we'll do now is we'll compare NIST's suggested visualizations of the collapse with real life. Let it run until the impression has settled in.
Can I ask,
Please.
are they arguing that because we were only looking at one side in any of these videos, that we just saw what happened on that one side and the other sides were happening differently?
Well, actually,
Or the center was happening differently?
No, no. You can see here, and you can see the southwest corner. Here, you can see the southwest corner of the building going down at exactly the same rate as the front. There's no doubt that the whole building is going down. Okay, you can see here, you can see this is the southwest corner. But it's true, we do not have video evidence of the collapse from the south side, because at that time there was nobody there. This was where the towers just collapsed. The whole area was clear. There's no visual evidence from the south side this time of the day. Actually, the whole area was cleared in a distance of 5 blocks from ground zero. So the closest witnesses were half a kilometer away. So this was taken off. Now, before I close my first session here, I show you what I consider the final punch fire, settling the matters. And this is from China. About 2 years ago, they were celebrating New Year's Eve in China, which they do not do on December 31st. And this building here is the headquarters of the Chinese National Television. It's a gigantic structure. What you see here in the background is an ordinary high-rise. Now they were, at that time, they were making a little extra building here on the backside. And this building was 150 meters from here to here, 40 stories, and it is called the Mandarin Hotel because the upper 20 stories of this building was, I suppose, is reserved for a hotel called the Mandarin Hotel. Now the Chinese invented gunpowder more than 1,200 years ago, and they're still very fond of fireworks, very good at it. And that day they had put some fireworks on top of this building, but something went wrong. But it's still there. The building is still there. And about a year ago, accidentally, I saw a picture in the Danish newspaper with a German who was standing in front of this building. So it has not been taken down. Apparently, They've just renovated the thing, and they're moving in, and it's in operation today. So, but just to twist the knife a little bit in the wound here, let's this is the Mandarin Hotel in China. This is building 7. And this I just throw in because I think they're great pictures. This is a monument. This is fantastic. It's very impressive. These are people down here, and this is this extra building seen from the other side. This is building 7 for Paris. Now, we should make a summary of these fires. It is very safe to say. There's no way around this. Steel frame high rises do not collapse due to fire. Finish. And if somebody comes along and say, well, maybe on this very particular day, well, there were so many firsts, maybe this building could have collapsed due to fire. Then we have to say that the small random fires we have seen documented could never produce sudden onset of the whole building collapsing, could never produce a symmetrical collapse, could never produce free fall, which implies that all the supporting elements at that time was eliminated. At this specific millisecond, everything was gone, and you could not see total collapse all the way down.
Except that the steel in these buildings that came down came from Hamilton.
But never mind. Yes, I think actually.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, they should have been left then. Yeah, it came from all over. There were 60 different kinds of steel. Now we have a problem with what the natural scientists call the scientific method. Maybe some of you will consider this to be overly academic. It is not. It is just common sense for how you relate to your physical environment. And what you do is you start with observations or experiments, and you have to have an open mind when you're looking at things. You have to have no prejudice. Then, when you have collected your data, you start making a hypothesis which is a coherent, comprehensive idea, model to account for the data. Once you have a hypothesis, you go out and you come back, take a new look at the hypothesis, and holding it up against all your observations. Can your hypothesis account for all the observations? And can it eventually predict the outcome of the next experiments if it's an experimental science? In this case, it would require that just starting a fire in some random office in a steel frame high-rise would cause the whole thing to collapse. This would be a wonderful, very cheap and easily patented method of demolishing high-rises. And this has not been done. We do not expect this to happen. Certainly the firefighters do not expect this to happen, because otherwise they wouldn't run into high-rises and go up the stairs and make up the fire. This is what you do. If your hypothesis fails to meet the